So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm starting the nursery organization for baby girl. Gonna be so these clothes have been washed and most of them have been ironed, so I just need to put everything away into her dresser. So we're gonna be starting up with this first. So yeah, let's get into it. So you guys, the timeline for this pregnancy was one that nobody saw coming. If you watched my relocation vlog, the very first one, remember when I said I was not feeling fine and I was treating myself for malaria? Well, I was treating myself for malaria, but I was actually pregnant. So I obviously took it on my wedding night, and it was a blessing we didn't see coming. So I had so many things happening in my life at the same time. I was relocating, I was pregnant, and it was a lot. The flight from Nigeria to Canada wasn't easy at all for me because first trimester wasn't easy for me. So it was a lot. It was a whole lot. And well, I guess God has his reasons. And we can't doubt him because his ways are not our ways. And holding my baby in my arms while I do this voiceover is just the most priceless feeling in this world to me. So this is me making this voiceover with my baby. So if you hear her, just know she's saying hi to the family as well. So first trimester wasn't easy for me. Morning sickness wasn't just morning sickness, it was all day sickness. I was throwing up, I wasn't eating, I lost a lot of weight. Thank God for my husband. Like if I had moved here without my husband, or if we were 2 cities apart or something, it would have been super hard for me. And I wouldn't have known how to cope because being miles and miles away from home, not having family around but him, it was crazy. He basically did everything for us. Like he did every single thing for us. It was so bad that we would go to malls and I would sit on the floor. That was how bad it was. I didn't have a single strength. I was throwing up. I couldn't hold food down. At the same time, I couldn't cook. I was super nauseated by everything, even chicken. I couldn't cook chicken, you guys. It was crazy. I wasn't eating. I had this aversion to so many foods. Like I couldn't drink tea. I couldn't hold tea down. And by tea, I mean hot chocolate and bread. Or I couldn't hold it down. I couldn't hold down oats. At some point, I was taking just milk and warm water. It was a lot. So my first trimester wasn't nothing to write home about. That was why when we landed, I didn't have a lot of content. If you watched a relocation vlog, I was pregnant all through all through the timelines of every single vlog from relocation. I'm just glad that nobody could tell because it would have been crazy. But that was the calm before the storm. And I was just lucky that I wasn't in school at the time. So I was at home and my husband took time off work to be home with me for the first trimester. It was not easy. Family would call every day just to, keep up and and to keep me in high spirits, but it wasn't easy. Second trimester, I had to start school and at least I felt better in my second trimester. I felt better. I felt human again. At least I had my strength back. I got back on track with being a wife and being a mom to be and being a student. Like I could do stuff on my own. So the thing was, my lectures were every day. So like I had classes Monday to Friday, and it was, imagine being pregnant and just coming out of the worst phase of first trimester and having to go to school every day just when you're getting your strength back. It was crazy, but I had to do it because I got to get this degree. So my baby was baking and I was studying as well, and at the same time being a wife. So it wasn't easy. See, I don't know what anybody says, but being pregnant and schooling abroad without help is harder than doing same in Nigeria. Like, let me put it this way: abroad here, you don't have help. Like, there is no help. The way we have help easily in Nigeria. I mean, family can come over, your siblings, your relations. Something you could like buy food and stock in your fridge. You could You could randomly just drive through places and just find your cravings and all. You guys, my cravings were strictly Nigerian meals. And I don't mean egusi and oha because I made those ones. I mean things like I wanted to eat beans and plantain, the roadside one. I wanted to eat abacha. I wanted to eat fio fio. If you're Igbo, I don't know what fio fio is in English, but if you're not Igbo, I'm sorry. I wanted to eat shawarma. I wanted milkshake. I wanted shawarma from a particular spot in Oka. I wanted milkshake from a particular spot in Oka. Like, it was very, very bad. I wanted Hollandia yogurt so bad. Like, my husband would always go to get me my cravings, or rather get similarities to my cravings from the stores here, but it just didn't feel the same. And for some weird reason, I turned out loving watermelons. I loved watermelons so much, and that was something that was really off from the usual me, because that is one fruit I wouldn't ask for. But throughout my pregnancy, or rather throughout the first trimester and second trimester, I would just ask my husband for watermelons. Like, I would literally eat up a whole a whole watermelon. Like, I wouldn't even share it with him. And then there was my ice cream phase, when I would just eat ice cream. And then there was my milk and warm water phase. And then there was my oats phase. Before, I couldn't hold oats down. I had a phase with oats. Then there was my orange phase. It wasn't really orange though. They were clementines. So there was that phase, and then there was my carrot phase. It was just I was just everywhere. I was everywhere, and I was really lucky to have my husband as the support system, because I honestly wouldn't have gone through this pregnancy without him, as well as my schoolmates and some of my instructors that understood that things were really, really, really hard for me at the time. And then my mom, my dad, I would always talk to my parents, if not every day, and my mom-in-law, my sister-in-law, like, everyone basically kept tabs with me and made me feel like they were here, because trust me, I got so emotional on most days that I was like, I wanted to go home. There was this one day in my first trimester that I cried so much. I told my husband I wanted to go back to Nigeria, and he should book me a flight back home, that I couldn't stay here anymore, so I just knew it was my emotions being all over the place. And of course, I hadn't been pregnant before, so everything was new to me. So fast forward to second trimester, when I developed my carpal tunnel. You guys, so now I still have carpal tunnel. Like, it's actually a severe case of it. And then there was the waist pain. Whew, it was a lot. And then at one point in my pregnancy, I had placenta previa. You guys, just always remember to ask God for what you want to. I had placenta previa, and they said I was going to be operated on to have my baby. And at a point, I was like, it's fine. If that's what it takes to have my child, it's fine. But at the same time, it's not my portion, you guys. And the way that thing left, the way my placenta returned back to normal, it's still a mystery to my husband and I. That's how we know it's can only be God. And then fast forward to April, when it was time to have my baby, I was just lucky to be done with my school exams for the first semester. A week before my baby came, my mom was here ready, and what was supposed to be a normal checkup, as you can see from this video, turned out to be admitted, and my induction starting on that Thursday, because I had developed high blood pressure in the last 3 weeks of my pregnancy, because I was super stressed out doing house chores by myself, being a wife, being a mom to be, being a student that had exams, the reading and everything, and prepping for baby without help, because my husband had to be out of town most of the time for work and stuff. So it was crazy. So I went for my last hospital visits, got admitted, got induced, waiting for my baby, and it was a very beautiful experience, to be very honest. Like, I couldn't wait to meet her. I got served food at the hospital. I had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Beforehand, I was asked for my allergies and preferences and whatnot, and had a series of blood work done. I know they're very thorough over here, which I'm really grateful for. I had to take off every piece of jewelry, my earrings and every single thing, just in case I needed to be operated on. These are just measures. And that is my husband and I taking a walk, trying to get baby girl out. God will bless this man for me. Bless my mom too, because my mom was there. So this was me timing and recording my contractions, you guys. It was intense. And they were also tracking my baby's heartbeats. At some point, the girl would just move and shift from where the monitor would get her, and this was when my contractions became so bad, you guys. This was painful. I opted for an epidural though, but I didn't get my epidural on time. I got it much later. It's crazy. I'm going to have to do a sit down video for that one because it was my epidural story and my birth story. It was crazy, but God came through, and I had my baby girl on the 28th of April at 1:41 a.m. I had my baby girl. When I say this girl is the most beautiful baby I have ever seen, me, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm not being biased because I'm her mom. This is just what everyone says. This girl is so beautiful, and the moment I held her in my arms, I just knew I was blessed. I knew I was blessed. She had a head full of hair, you guys. Like, even during the ultrasounds, it will show in the scans that she has hair. It was crazy. I fell in love with this child. I had been in love with her before she came into this world. Even before I conceived her, I dreamed of being a mom. And we got flowers from daddy, we got balloons, we got gifts. Lots of family and friends came in. Of course, my mom was here, my dad was here, my husband was here, my daughter was here with me. Family members and friends came in. So it was beautiful. I had her around 1:41 a.m. and I didn't sleep until like past 6, so my mom and my husband could get some rest. And then this was my husband taking her the first walk as a dad. Walking out of the hospital with her in her car seat, and we have been blessed ever since. It has been an amazing journey with this child. So the moment you've been waiting for, her name. So her name is Zena Chimdi, Daisy, April. She has beautiful names, but her dominant names are Zena Chimdi. And I know most people say Zaya. Please, it's not Zaya, it's Zaya. Zaya. Her name means hope. It means destiny. Her name has many beautiful meanings. And if you're not Igbo, Zena Chimdi means spread word that my God exists. So this is our baby.